Hello everyone, hello. Let's take a gander over yander and enable multi-chat. Wouldn't that be awesome? So that way I can see what you guys are saying. Wouldn't that be so cool? It would be so awesome. It would be so cool. I've got some amazing things to share with you all. Hold on, let me open your eyeballs up. Let me open your eyeballs up. That would be the most impressive thing, wouldn't it? Wow. Okay. Your eyeballs have been opened. You've been blessed with the ability to see. Wouldn't that be amazing? So we're chowing down on some 90-second rice. All right, 90-second rice. Pineapple. And for those who know, this. Oh, and if I want to be big, this. So, yeah, the first little bit of this stream, I'll be so real, is not going to be anything awesome at all. I'm going to be chowing down and eating and munching on things. Munching and crunching on stuff. Do you guys like being really close to the water like this? Something like that? So I could put you like in the water like this. Do we like being in the water? It's kind of crazy. Oh, top down? How do we feel? How do we feel? I think I like this the most. Yeah, I think I like the nice open sea. I think that's good. So while we wait for people to get in here, I'm gonna eat my rice, and then when I'm finished with my rice, I'm gonna see about this pineapple. I haven't opened it yet. The last time I got fruit from this location, this establishment, the blue establishment, the fruit was not great. It was not everything that I wanted it to be. So, you take your wins and your losses, I guess. We're trying it again because I am, at the end of the day, just a consumer. This is fantastic. Buttered, peppered, salted. Perfect. That's perfect. That's all a fella needs, you know? I was thinking, while we wait, right? While we're in the mini screen, I downloaded this game called Pac Snake. And it's Pac-Man, but snake game at the same time. I thought, that could be interesting. So I got that. I actually got a couple of little free games, little simple ones that I thought we could try out. We might do that later on in this stream, maybe. We also might dabble in just doing adventure mode, like just for the hell of it, right? Let's see how far we get. We actually could go ahead and start adventure mode. Take a little break from this build that we're doing so I don't burn myself out on it and like try and half-ass it to get it done, Just take my time. We could also build it and then try and... We could build it, spawn it into adventure mode. Rather than build something, we just spawn that in and see how far we can go with it as our primary vehicle. That could be cool. That could be interesting. Yeah, there's just something special about buttered rice. There really is. It's just so... It's a feel-good meal, you know? It's like you had a bad day at work. Eat yourself some buttered rice. Trust, you're going to be feeling all right after that. Oh, well, it's falling apart. Yeah, I mean, we could dabble in adventure mode. That wouldn't be bad. I could also set up a like a fight that we could watch while I chow. That'd be a little more interesting, maybe. It wouldn't be as relaxing as this. Just staring out into the deep blue sea. There's something about how just relaxing this is to me, right? You guys want to see the sea? You want to see the sea? But her name's not CC. I feel like I could do wonders on a podcast. Somebody... You guys think I should do a podcast? The whole goal is just yapping and feature people on there every now and then. Discuss little topics. Maybe do it once a week. Kind of allow me to build up some topics before we get into a different topic, kind of a thing, right? Because I feel like if I try to do it too often, I'd be twiddling my thumbs sometimes, and that's not good. That's not good at all. Man. So I'm thinking for the rear end of this ship. We were talking in Discord about making it a like a tilt rotor kind of design. I think I could be interested in that. We were worried about it getting damaged and then losing function and it being kind of a critical weakness of the design. That's something that is, you know, a solid body doesn't really have. But you know what you're missing out on? Cool factor. You miss out on cool factor. You miss out on cool factor. Tilt rotor just looks so cool. Honestly, kind of halfway tempted. You know, we can have a central thruster that helps us up and then have downwards thrusters at the front and rear as pitch control. That could be kind of neat. That could be different because typically what I do is have vertical thrust. I try and do vertical thrust at like all four corners so it can, you know, pivot and roll. That could be interesting to not do that. We don't ever do anything with wings. We could probably do something with wings. I've also got to think about water starts as well. I don't know if what we're building is going to float. It should, because it's mostly alloy. But there's a lot of metal and heavy armor stuffed inside of it. So maybe. All right, we're done with our rice. Rice is so good, dude. I feel like there's only one way to wash it down. Now, is this a twist top or is this a I need to go get the opener for it. It is, in fact, it needs to be opened. Damn. All right. Do I have an opener lying around here? Used to. I don't think I do anymore. Okay, that's fine. Let me step away real fast and go grab myself a little bottle opener. And then we'll get started. Is this a new name for a wasp? Macrorus? Macrorus? How you doing, wasp? How you doing? Count me out a bad time. I'm gonna step away just for a second and go grab a trinket, a doodad. I'll be right back. All right, fellas. This is definitely one of the more sleepy streams that we've done. I woke up pretty early today. No, it's the long-tailed giant ichneumon wasp scientific name. Okay. Okay, I've noticed that you've been changing your Discord over that as well. You guys want to see my bottle opener? This little rabbit guy. Hold on, let me move him around. It's this little rabbit guy. See, he's got little eyeballs. It's really bright, but trust, he's there. But yeah, this is definitely one of the more sleepy streams that we've had. Woke up real early. Oh, that's good. Woke up real early. Recorded for about 3 hours. Took an hour break. Streamed for 2 hours. Took a 2-hour break. And now we're here. So yeah. I will have put in what? 10 hours? 7 hours, if you don't count the breaks. But that doesn't count that, like, during those breaks I'm doing setup and stuff for all this. So I'm definitely putting in a full work hour. If you don't have Thalassophobia before you should play Subnautica, you will afterwards. Okay. Yeah, I've been wanting to play Subnautica. I think that'd be a fun stream game. I really wish they were weren't they gonna make Subnautica, whatever the next one was, weren't they gonna make it multiplayer? But then they had like some developer beef going on. Something like that. Load vehicle. Let's grab the vehicle holder. It's in development right now. Okay. Grab that. There we go. Make this invincible. Give resources. There you go. So this is what we're currently working with. That's the side profile that we got. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. Is that from the depths? This is from the depths, yeah. Did you not recognize from this clear blue sky? Let's see. I definitely think I want... I like this grooving that we've got up here. Keep it groovy. Keep it groovy. Keep it groovy. I think that's okay. I'm not too worried about this. We will deco that away so that doesn't show. We've got reverse thrust right there. I feel like we need missiles. I feel like missiles would make a great addition to what we're working on. So if we did this, and then if we did missile pods, but we put them on a subgrid, so that way they could kind of, we'd have to do 2 subgrids, so it'd have to be a rotor and another rotor, something to kind of like turn and then also tilt. But you could get like a 45 out missiles that come out and then come back in. That could be kind of cool. It'd be a pain in the ass to build. It'd be super inconvenient, but it could be cool, and cool is good. We do like cool, don't we? We do like cool. I do actually really like cool. That might be worth it. That might be worth it. Let's grab these. So it'd be a 26 degree. Let's do this so it's 45 degree. Actually, no, I think I like the idea of a 26 degree. It's gonna have to come down from this angle. Oh man, what is the angle that we want here? From something like that. That's not ideal. That's too steep. Oh, is it a transition? It's not a transition either. Oh, that's an odd angle that I want. Oh, that might not be something that we're able to achieve. Zumwalt class, isn't that the one that looks like it's upside down? Like it's a trapezoid that just goes up? I think they were talking about that in Discord. I think Zero was talking about building one. Either that or we were talking about how funny they look. But either way, that's definitely something that we could consider later. Yeah, no, I've already looked at it. The Chinese version of like their version of whatever their Zumwalt class is has like a hydrofoil system. It looks goofy. Yeah, it's all about how funny it looks. Rain, welcome to the stream. How you doing? That's Rain from the Discord server. Probably our most active member. Yeah, probably the most active member in the community. I think they have the highest like little chat level. We'll just do 45 degree and then hope it works out for us. So let's start it from right here. In Discord. I don't watch stream often. Yeah, no worries. You don't have to watch stream often. I really wanted missiles to come out like at a 45, like forward and up, like this. But I'm starting to feel like maybe that's kind of just complex for no reason. And maybe Maybe we just do 45 directly outwards and have like a one-turn system. That would be a lot less taxing to build. Let's see, so if we did 3, that'd be 6. How many medium missiles do you think would be decent for what we're doing? So far, we cost 43k with a pretty fat APS build, and that's pretty much it. Like there's nothing else in there, so it's about 30k worth of APS, I reckon. 20,000 on missiles. $20k on missiles, put us at 60k before any of the supporting stuff. So it'd be 100k. Be 100k worth ship, just about. What campaign stuff is around 100k? What does 100k get you? The Pilferer? Okay, whatever. You can get rid of that all day long. What about like in their Godly craft? Do they have anything cheap like that in Godly? 127. The Great Souvenir. Okay. And the Squirrel. Okay, whatever. Let's look at, say, Steel Striders. What kind of shit can you get for 100k? Chrysaor. Take the pennies in your wallet and where you store your pennies and eat them. Okay. You can have like 8 missiles and put the craft in at 80k max. You think we should do eight missiles, so 4 on each side? Something like that. That gives us 4. Yeah. Actually, let's scoot this out just once. Because I wanted to have an armor wall attached to the ship, an armor wall attached to the subgrid, missile, 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 armor wall attached to the missile, armor wall attached to the ship, so that works. Something like that. Look, man, I'm not in the business of looking stuff up. I'm in the business of streaming games. Let's tap in on that. You tapped in on it? And then put a picture in Discord. Okay, that works. We can handle that. We can handle that. Okay, do another 2. Hey, Rain, if you're still here, how do I need to do the missiles, missile interceptors? Do I need to use the CWiz? I need to use the CWiz controllers? With its own AI? Or does it What is the steps? Can I use my current AI? And then just put the little munitions warners. Rain might not be here anymore. That's okay. There we go, something like that. And then we'll throw... something like this. Something like that. There we go. So now we have plenty of armor for this little missile body that I want to have. And then just behind it, we'll throw some surge protectors. Straight up surge in it. And we'll just put a 1 block. That'll be fine. And a 4 block. Fantastic. Okay. Let's slope it down another set. Alright, so this is going to be our missile bay. Coming out of the side. From here down, we need to make a... missile pod that fits into this. Pretty ideally. Okay, so that should be 1 block. Is it? No. That's 1 block. That's 2 blocks. And that's 1 block. Okay, so that should be 3 blocks. Yeah. No, I'm not checking Discord right now. I'll check it afterwards. Let's do... We won't put anything right here, and we'll let the missile pod connect this. Because I think I can make that a lot smoother. Alright, so now the missile pod... If we make it right, it should be able to be mirrored just by being spun. So assuming we have 3 blocks of height to work with, shouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Let's three blocks to work with. And 4, 6. That should fit in there. Should. Let's do Control O as sub-objects. Something like that, something like that. And then we'll do a single. There we go. That should allow it to connect. So like on this side as a sub-object and this side as a sub-object. Should. I guess we'll find out. See, I knew I built it too wide. Shit kind of groovy. What? It always surprises me, the new music we added. Always surprises me. Okay, there we go. That should work. Is that gonna work? Let's... How do you know you're at a gay barbecue? Watch yourself, Wasp. Understand that this is my stream, and this will be put on YouTube for audiences to see afterwards, and your messages appear over there. Let's keep it like that. That'll probably be fine for us to tilt. This actually doesn't need to have the tilt on it, but we'll keep it there. We'll keep it there just in case. Save this as... no, actually save it as a blueprint. Right, Control P, yeah, prefab. Something like that, and then we'll capture prefab, save prefab, and we'll call it Missile Pod 1. We'll see how this works out. Get the sub-object, spin block. So assuming it turns from here is probably the best course of action. I'm gonna do Control P. Something like that. Angle control, set this to 26.57. I think ended up being the perfect. Okay, so it doesn't quite work. It's also not exactly 3 blocks. But that could be okay, you know, that could be fine. Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be fine. That could be okay. We will then set this up to just be these blocks. Like that. Oh yeah, we could actually just use these. If you copy from multiple places, it is not called research. If you copy from multiple places, it is still plagiarism. It's all about how you cite it. There we go, something like that. Okay. Okay, I figured it out. Is that too bulky for what we got going on? I don't think so. That's not terrible. Is it? It's kind of odd. Yeah, it's definitely kind of odd. We don't have anything going up and out like that. Everything is going down, cascading down. So it's kind of an odd thing to have. Yeah, I think maybe we just build it from the... Maybe just build it from here. We'll just see how it looks. So let's do... something like that. And then it's not all the way. That's okay. Three block? Yeah, 3 works. Two block. O block. None of these really look the way that I want them to. Not really. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, that kind of works. That kind of works. Maybe we just throw back this in here like that and act like it never happened. See, but I don't know how the missiles will react to that. Definitely don't know if I like that. But at the same time, it's not the worst thing in the world. This also is an option about just making things look easy, look simple. What'd you find? What'd you find? What'd you find? You know, honestly, I won't lie, fellas. I've kind of got the itch to play City Skylines right now. We're not going to. We're playing from the depths, but like, I could definitely play some City Skylines. Faux show. We finally found a good use for this. Okay, and then we'll do same thing over here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's a lot of double layering right there, but that's okay. This is what it looks like on... Yeah. Okay. So we'll Control P on this thing. Control O. Save it as Missile Pod 1. Actually, Missile Pod 2. Place it way out here. Okay. And then we could just change where the spin block is mounted. You have 45 gift tokens in YouTube short streams. What does that mean? What is 45 gift tokens? 4,445. What does that mean, Wasp? I guess I need to just Control P this. Okay, and then from here, we'll put this. Negative 26.57. That function? Yep, that functions. Okay. Let's grab that's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. We can do that on both sides. That's a nice little... I like that. That's a nice little missile bay. Very unique. Very, very unique. Super duper unique. I really like that. There's a lot of uniqueness going on here with that one. Okay, and then we can also kill you. Oh yeah, super unique. So cool. Okay. Yeah, and then we'll stuff missiles in there. That's such a neat thing, man. I love this game. Being able to push a subgrid into another grid and it not cause problems is something that Space Engineers is lacking on so much. Because the creativity, the simplicity of this, like, yeah, sure, if you really wanted to cheese it, you could do your entire build like this and double wall everything. But at the same time, it's like, if that's what's fun to you, then do it. You know, I don't really, It's mostly a single player game. I don't really see the downside of it. If that's something that you want from your ship, if you want it to look exactly like that, and the only way you can achieve it is by, you know, clipping, then do it. Because that looks badass to me. And now I'll have one-turn missiles that shoot out of there and shoot forward. I'm really excited about that. I'm super excited about that, actually. Let's work on this upper section. This upper section... I don't do clips, we do forward magazines. Okay. Welcome in, John Strickler2238. How are you doing, sir? Let's work on this upper section, figure out about how long I want it to be. And then we'll match this mid section before we bring the lower back. Because I really need to start working on this area too, because it's the most forward area that needs work. But I kind of want to figure out how far this goes back first, so that way I can see how much room I have to work with down here. So, not that. This. How did we do it over there? It just kind of kept going out, didn't really worry about anything. That's fine. Let's do this. Actually, I know what I want. I want a slow uptake. Like this. To then go into a that. To then go into something like this. But I want it to curve inwards. Maybe at a lesser slope than that. Maybe at like a 2. And what's in between this? A 3? Yeah, something like that. I want it to be kind of like a little halo, like a little reverse halo. Yes. And then that, and then I want it to start coming down from here, like this. Oh, it's so unique. I got so many shapes in my brain. Something like that. And this shape will just kind of continue to about there. Yeah, that works. Oh, that's a crazy looking shape. Yeah, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. I think wearing the headset for extended periods of time is really really got my ears hurting. Really got my ears hurting. I like this a lot, actually. That's really good. Hurts the ears, yeah. Can I put a 4 there? I can. That doesn't look right either. I mean, I guess it is right though, because what else would you do there? Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. That works. And then this section right here, I actually don't really know what I want for the top of this. I don't think I want it to be perfectly smooth, but I also don't really know. Oh, that's such a cool looking shape. I also don't really know what I would want right here. We'll just go ahead and put these triangles in. Something like that. Oh, that's such a that's so cool. The slopey little stripes that we've got, like that one, and then this one, and now we have that one as well. And then we'll have this one coming down, and we'll probably have another one coming back off of it a little bit sooner. It's so cool. It's so cool. I'm in love with this thing. It looks so good. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of empty space up here, and I don't really know what to put up here. I don't really know. Maybe another turret wouldn't be bad. How much do we cost? 47. Let's go ahead and put the missiles in here and see how the missiles do cost wise. Could do a really good detection package or another turret. I was thinking potential new turret as well. Yeah, honestly, detection package, because I have not thought at all about detection. Like where I'm going to hide it on this to make it look pretty. I haven't thought about that at all. Let's go ahead and put missiles in here. Missiles. Medium missiles. Medium launcher. And then we'll do gantries. All right, then let's throw a... I was going to put a hatch on it, but I honestly don't know if I should, because it's a front sider. It shouldn't take any damage way back here. And plus, seeing the missiles poke out, it's just going to look so cool. Yeah, it just doesn't look the same. Just doesn't look the same, man. Blocks, lightweight, 2s. Is there like a half block that I can use? No, I guess I'll just have to deco that in as well. That's okay. Yeah, we'll just have to deco that in. That'll be fine. Yeah, because that'll work. That works. Okay. Let's do that same thing over here. Oh, I can't see in here. Missiles. Not small. Medium missiles. Gantry. There we go. And then we'll put the aerodynamic hatched gantry. Like that. Get rid of these blocks and make them these. Cool. Cool beans. So now when these go to fire, I think they just flip open, right? They don't like spin and get out of the way. I'd assume that they just flip open at this crease line right here. That'll work. Yeah, I like the idea of detection package up there, I think. I was thinking maybe a turret, but sorry about that. The sleekness of this thing, putting a turret up here, be a little bulb, at least with like a detection package, I could keep it kind of low. Or I mean, we could just keep it flat, so it keeps in line with the rest with this front end. Just give you like little steps. It wouldn't be terrible. Let me fill in this. Where would you put your detection equipment? I'd probably just kind of scatter it around the whole ship. Like on this front turret right here, I've already got a radar. And then out of this one, I'd probably put a 360-degree camera sticking out of the front and then just deco it away. I could put on these little tips right here, I could put a laser. Like right here, I could put a little laser drop down on both sides. And then maybe right here as well, put another active radar. Or another camera. And then maybe down here on the bottom, put another camera. And then out here on the side right here, put a tracker on both sides. Like I've got options. There's options. We can stuff it somewhere. Where there's a will, there's a way. Let's, how do we want to go about this section? I do like the halo hoop. But I'm tempted to get rid of it for the sake of keeping this thing super slim. That's a very like extra kind of an add-on. You knew it was going to come to this. When in doubt, copy it out. Just build the same thing over and over again, and eventually it'll look cool. Damn right. Damn right. That's badass. That is badass. I'm fucking with this. This is definitely too flat. This 100% needs something on it. I can copy this right here, this little nose. I can copy that and just put a little fin down this, like it's nothing. Wouldn't be a bad gig. Pull it up from right here. That tip matches where that would be. So if we did it on this one, it would be here. And then from here, it would flare up. That would take us doing like this, and that block doesn't exist in the game. Well, if it's too flat, why not do a detection package up there and then have things like 360 cameras and such scattered around? Yeah. Yeah. That does look pretty good. Hold on. That does look pretty good. I won't lie. I don't really know what kind of a detection package we'd put up here. Maybe 2 cameras, a couple rangefinders, radar. I was also thinking I could put some small missiles up there to run decoys. Yeah, I could also do a laser designator for the missiles. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad. This whole thing is triangles. I think it's so cool. It's such a cool shape. Yeah, laser designator for the missiles really wouldn't be that bad. That'd make the missiles super accurate, and they would always hit like a specific spot on the target. How expensive is the light block? Didn't we already look at that? I think we did. 20. So it's almost as expensive as heavy armor. Cannot be hit by a projectile, but is weak to nearby explosions. It explodes when destroyed. It will let you focus, I think, on things like their engines or weapons. It more just allows you to like dig with the missiles. So if you got a big ship, rather than coating the whole thing with one missile, you know, all over the place, like you say 20 missiles, but they get divided, you could laser designate them and you'd have 20 missiles in one point. So you could make, instead of, you know, like a damaging missile, you can make a drilling missile. So you'd have a higher chance of hitting criticals and stuff. Because you could take out the AI, you could take out a turret, you could drill straight through a turret. The reason I was looking at the light block is that it'd be really cool if this thing had some floating bits around it. I'm just saying. Let's work on building the AI, because we haven't done that yet. Let's build the AI box. Something like that. That should be big enough, because then once we put rubber in here, yeah, it gives me three wide. That's maybe enough. Maybe. We'll go ahead and coat the walls with rubber as well. We'll make it another block tall. So if I need to expand on it for any reason, I can. Because it's not like I'm hurting for space in here. I've got plenty of room. I mean, I know I need to stuff resources in here, and I need to stuff some jet engines. But that's not... I mean, look at how big this thing is. It's huge. I've got plenty of space. How much do we cost? 65K. The missiles added a little bit. I won't lie. The missiles added a bit. That's okay though, because I mean, we got missiles. We got missiles. That's okay. Yeah, let's put an AI in here. let's do just a whole bunch of processing cards. And then let's make effective use of our space here and do these, but a whole bunch more processing cards. $28 processing power should be plenty. Should be plenty. Something like that. And then we'll throw surge protectors on here as well. And actually, we'll throw a couple more on here. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. I need to turn mirror mode back on. I've been building all four corners, man. There we go. Okay, so now we have an AI. We need missiles, a missile AI. And then we'll also need to put on the connectors for the missiles. So that way they can link up to the missile controller AI, which we're going to put behind the actual AI. So let's grab missile connector. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing over here. Grab connector. Okay, so now they're all connected. Now to build the missile AI. And we're going to be a little looser with it since it's further back. It's not really terribly important. I mean, it is important, but like it's not as important as the other things. So now we'll do missile, controller. there. Do the transmitter. And then we'll do identify friend or foe. And stagger fire. We want the stagger fire to be set up to 0.2 seconds, 1/10 of a second, or I mean 1/5 of a second. All right, thruster, variable thruster. Fins. Fuel tank. APN. Signal processor. Should we just do explosive? Probably just do explosive, huh? And then we'll do a active radar. Where's the one turn? Ooh, one turn. All right, this thing can live for 20 seconds. If you make your stagger time, reload time, numbers of launchers, it will become automatic. Oh yeah, just continuous missiles rather than having like a reload phase. But wouldn't that make it worse? Wouldn't that make it easier for lambs to hit me or to take out? Or would I just drain their lamb systems because I'm not giving them any time to recharge? Also, how you doing? I am watching 5399, aka Zombie. Yeah, but I don't know if you've said anything so far. You fellas forget, I don't get like a join notification. I don't get anything like that. You're right. Okay. Let's throw an extra fuel tank on this, since I don't know how far we're going to be shooting. Okay. Yeah, rather than seeing the swarm of bees, they're trying to track all the bees individually. I got you. Let's do ramp time 1 second. That works. Actually, do ramp time like 4 seconds. Really allow it to get out there. Do ion trail. There we go. Let's see about, should we do just, yeah, I just think explosive missiles. All right, so it takes them, oh, they're reloading. Okay, because I don't have any ammo. Resources. How much does this thing need? Okay, missile controller. 180 degrees. So what, 24 seconds? Is that the case? 24 seconds? How long does it take for a medium gantry to reload? $25 seconds? 24 and a half. Okay, yeah, we'll do 24 and a half. So we have 8. So if we did 24 and a half divided by 8, I'm not doing that one in the brain. At least not right now. 3.1. Okay, cool. So now it should be continuous missiles. Oh. The fuck? What is this? Oh, my missiles. Okay, yeah, because I didn't duplicate them. Copy to all matching launch pads. So I don't know if I have enough missiles for continuous to be ideal. Because now they're just tracking one. Yeah, I don't think I have enough. Maybe if I was doing small missiles. Which, I mean, I like small missiles. I just know that they're not that good at actual damage. We could half it, maybe? No, I don't know. I think we're still just going to kind of beeline them together. Call it a day. Is everything reloaded? Let's let everything reload. I want to see what a full volley looks like. That's pretty okay. I think that's all right. Could probably even expand it out a little bit more than that. Half a second between each one of them. It actually took me a lot of work to do this little missile pod because it's like it's on its own subgrid to get them at that angle, because I really wanted that launch angle, like to come out and then up and around. I really wanted that. That took me a little longer than I would have liked it to. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I think that works out. I like that a lot. Yeah, let's bring this back and maybe start trying to taper this whole thing up. Maybe we start working on this bottom area, see how this is going to look so we can bring it back correctly. We're going to need a CJE. somewhere in here. Let's wrap the missile up. You know, I also need to do the little small missiles, the Sea Whiz missiles. I need to do those as well. So you said, I will say that last one half looked pretty good. You gave yourself, say, 2 more missiles per broadside. Yeah, and then I was telling you about how it took me way too long to design that, and I don't want to do it again. Let's put some shields. Let's see, so I can see what it looks like. Effect strength 10. Colors, make it pink. Where are they at? Where are they at though? Where are they at though? The fuck? Is it because I don't have enough engine power? Okay, well then let's go ahead and put in some of the supporting stuff that we're gonna need in this bad mamma jamma. I heard that a good engine is a great thing, is a great tool. So let's get engineering with it. Let's get engineering with it. Straight up engineering it. There we go. Me when it's time to engineer. Okay. Let's throw in... Do you think I should just do steam? You think I should just do steam engines? No, there was a message between those saying test your fire rate. Yeah, I think I like how the missiles are right now. Oh, they won't fire because I don't have any ammo. But I liked how they were. It shoots 2, 4, and then the last 2, so it kind of divides up how it's shot. I like it. It'll work out good enough for us. The steam engines are space efficient, I think, because of how much power they put out. We're gonna do fuel engine. Are we mirror mode? We're not. We're going to do an injector engine as well. Radiator. Not enough cooling. Time to get silly. Let's see, we're almost getting somewhere. Almost. Hey, that works. Could I... Can I connect a... like that? That's not connecting. Okay. Just run the radiators all the way down the side. Yeah, I was gonna do the side. There we go. Cool. And then... and then this... ta-da! Nice. Look at how well packed in that engine is. So now output graph. The power is pretty linear. Material is honestly pretty linear as well. Somewhere about 75%, look about right. I mean, you're not really losing a whole lot more. Fuck it. Should we just leave it at 100? I mean, it's right at like 30 everywhere. Those engines are massive for injectors, by the way. You have like over 15k power. Good. Yeah, I'm gonna burn the sun to fly this thing. Fuck! Yeah, those are actually kind of massive, huh? Because needing 2,688 materials per minute is kind of massive, huh? I guess that is maybe a little overkill. Oh, mirror mode. When the ship is mostly done, I need to finish out the tail and then add the thrusters to it. 1,500. How much does one bank equal? Okay. Yeah, let's see how that works. Because I can also... Do you think it'd be crazy to put the fuel storage here as well? I mean, if I'm already losing the engine, then I don't need the fuel. And if I'm losing fuel, then I don't need the engine. Because I don't have a way to burn it. Something like that, and then we'll throw the fuel right here. Fuck, dude, mirror mode. Okay, so is that back to where we were? Yes. Okay, you think it's a bad idea. Okay. Well, what if I armored it up like this? Huh? What if I see like how much armor, see how much side armor it's got? And then I put the things right here. Keeps it away from the AI. Keeps it away from my turret. It gives it a good couple of blocks between it and... Yeah, I know. I gotta start practicing using mirror mode. Welcome N0, how you doing? So it's got a lot of side armor, and then it's got like it's got 2 blocks of metal between it and the engine. Cooking with onion. I think we put a, let's see. So where do you think I should put the fuel then? Right here wouldn't be a bad idea, right? The only issue is that like it's kind of like right underneath my... There you go, somewhere like that. That's not bad. Because it's also a front sider as well. So it is definitely in the back. How much fuel did that give me? 850? That's not terrible. Would that have me covered? Almost, yeah. That's got me covered though. And then that would give me extra for if I needed CJE power. I think we're going to do that instead. I think that should be A-okay. Yeah, that should be plenty. Go ahead and pop a little cap on this right there. And then oh no. Oh well. Nice. Don't forget ammo storage. Yeah, ammo storage as well. We'll probably put ammo storage up back here somewhere. Let me go ahead and encase this. Do I have any friendly fellows who would be interested in walking me through CWIS missile interceptors one more time, please? Please and thank you. I'd give you a big, fat, wet, sloppy kiss on the lips if you help me out. Okay. Oh, and there's my things. Hello, things. How are you? Let's get you to tilt up and out. Damn, mounting these on a spin block would be fire. So I could get them out a little bit further. I might do that. That's what I did on the other ship. Mounted it on a spin block. Spin block saves the world. Just put a CWIS controller by the missile controller turret, set it up. Put interceptor heads on the missile. Yeah, CWIS missiles. I want to have the little missile interceptors on this thing. I need active defense, and I don't think I have the space to stuff a LAMS in here. As much as I would like a LAMS system, I don't think I have the space for it. I mean, like, I probably could. It probably just also wouldn't be that great. I think I'm going to mount this on a spin block. All right, where are you at? Where are you at, little shiny guy? Little dude who does the things. There you are. Let's do sub-object, spin block. That works. And then defense, shield projector, well, bam. And then sub-object, spin block. That works. Defense, shield projector, well, bam. There it is. Just like that. Okay, now we come in here. Okay, and so we want Let's go ahead and just get my shield out here. Wowza, you can make a huge motherfucker, can't you? Okay, let's do something like this. Cool, and then we'll come in here to the spin block, and we will... The fuck, why can't you spin? Huh? Because you got blocks around you? Is that what your problem is? You got blocks in your butt. Why are you not spinning? Oh, all of that's on a spin block? Bro, fuck me. Okay. I knew it was too good to be true. Okay. Now you should be able to spin, right? Yeah. All by yourself. Yeah, I had it mounted to the first spin block. We'll do negative 26 degrees. Yep. Shield projector. And tuck that in to save on energy cost. Make it a little less wide. 17 meters. That should be plenty. Height. 5 meters. That's not bad. That protects a pretty decent chunk, I would think. Make the height a little more. Yeah? Are we thinking that's a decent little shield projector? I don't think that's terrible. Copy. Actually, let's change the color of it. 'Cause I'm not a fan of that. I like that. I like that. Don't like red. I like blue. Green's kind of cool. We're doing this on the big hover. That's not bad. I like that. Okay. Copy to clipboard. Paste from clipboard. What was your angle? 26. Well, bam. Yeah, that's not terrible, right? That's not bad. That guards a good chunk of the front end of this thing. Just need one more on top to kind of act as like a little forward shield. But I mean, that's not bad, right? I don't think so. I don't think it's all that bad. And I don't think it's all that energy hungry. It uses 600 just to exist. So 300 per shield. And it guards a pretty hefty chunk. Now we put one up here in the center and have it leaned back to guard the front top of this thing. Let's see. Something like that. Let's grab something like that. Now let's grab a sub-object, span block. What you know about the span block? Span block. Boom. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put that range out there. Put the color. Oh shit, I don't remember. Paste from clipboard. There we go. We'll just work from here. So we want this at 0. That'll be fine. The width can be a lot shorter. This can be a much cheaper one to run. -30. Okay. Hold on, I've got an idea. What is the... What? Okay, wait, hold on. What do you know about spin block? It goes around and round and round. Space Engineer's experience really showing here. Really looking good. I appreciate it. If only Space Engineer's experience allowed me to have better like combat prowess, you know? Wouldn't that be grand? Okay. So we could do... I think that's honestly probably okay. Let's do the height. Height can be a lot narrower to save on energy. That can be a little bit steeper though. My turrets can shoot through my shields, correct? They can shoot through the back of the shield just fine, but things shooting in have the chance of being deflected, right? Okay. I like that, because that's what I'm thinking of. Something like that. Yeah. And we might even be able to tilt it up just a little bit more. Nah. No, that's okay. Something like that. And then I'll put another shield. We'll have one final shield off the front of the turret, I think, to kind of protect this top edge. I like this. I like this a lot. I don't think it would be a bad idea to have another shield underneath the bottom, but at the same time, I don't really know if I need it. These also need to be brought in a little bit more so they follow that angle. So let's see. What is their current angle? 26. I need them to be... Hold on, let's get up above it so we can see. 30 as well. 30 would also work. Let's do 30 there. Yeah, that works. And then negative 30 here. That should give me the 15 degrees that I need, and I'm pretty sure a 4-1 triangle is like, I think it's 15 degrees, I think, or it's like 14.9 something. So that's an almost parallel shield with the ship. Yeah, and we can bring the spacing in to kind of tighten that up. To save on energy as well. How far in can I bring this for clipping? 5 meters? Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That should provide pretty good reflectivity, deflectivity, right? Fake words. But you know the meaning? You know the meaning. I like this. Bro is doing math. Basic addition. Woo! 45. Fuck. Minus 30. Fuck. 15. Oh my god, he's a genius. Get this man a PhD. I'm a doctor. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm liking that a lot. I think, I don't think it would be bad to mimic this same shell, because we're only using 600 energy to drive these. I've shaved energy cost in all of them. We're using right around 600. That's not bad. That's less than a full 3x3 jet. So that's not bad. We could mirror the same shape around the face of the turret, and that would be some pretty solid protections. And the cool thing about it is that it stuffs in to such a small little location. And we could bring these in, bring this down. It'd be a tiny little shield projector system. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Let's work on the bottom, because we still don't have any vertical thrust. How long have we been streaming? We just now hit the 2-hour mark. You fellas feeling good? I'm going to get most of this lower section done, at least from here all the way back to about here-ish, somewhere around here. I think I can go ahead and finish out all of that. Can I do the Steel Striders have a thing that where like they shoot a missile up and it just sits there with like a harpoon cable, and it just sits there trying to fly away with like a flare on it. Can I do that on my hover but hanging down instead? Can I have like little, you know, this is my hover. Hello. Can I have like little things hanging down underneath it to decoy for me? Can you hover on the shields? You want to see the stats? Yeah. Is that good? You got that? Is this a decent shield? I mean, I imagine shields are pretty simple to set up. You just max out strength, get it to the shape you want, and then run it. Reflection chance roll is done once for each projectile. This means stacking shields with the same angle does not improve reflection chance. But does it work with different angles? Why would they put this clause in here? With the same angle. Could you put 2 different shields at different angles? Only the strongest shield counts for laser intensity and plasma damage reduction. For lasers hitting both shields and smoke clouds, the smoke equivalent of the strongest shield is added to the smokes. Okay. Yeah, let's get to work on this lower section. I definitely need some vertical thrust, and I feel like putting this right here wouldn't be a bad thing. So you guys may or may not know that I have been doing a City Skylines series over on Twitch. You know, depending on whether or not you watch my shit over on Twitch. Anyway, I'm going to start uploading those streams as VODs on the second channel to see if YouTube pushes my stream content better as a video rather than a stream. So if you're interested in City Skylines content at all, I'm making some now. Something like this. Something like that. There we go. Let's grab air, huge jet engine. I don't actually know how much vertical thrust I need. I have not the slightest clue. So until I know, we're just going to leave it like this. And yeah. Liking that. Liking that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. And then, okay, so you need the winch to not release when it reaches max length. Okay. Well, if it's, can I do it with small missiles? Because like if I just want them to act as decoys, right? Can I do it with small missiles? Or is the issue there that their burn time or something? Like what is, can I use small missiles? Do I have to use mediums? What would be the benefit of having a larger decoy missile? A larger decoy signal, or, you know, something wanting to target it with a higher priority? Like a flare, you know, it being a hot object. The reason I'm asking if I can do small missiles is because I could put 2 small missile launchers right here in the bottom of this, and it could come right out of the bottom. Fuck! That looks so badass. Small will die instantly and barely have a signal. They're stronger when they're bigger. Okay. That's fine. We've got space right here. We can stuff them. Oh, I got the hiccups. Not exciting. Not exciting at all. Let's do missile controller. The connector. AI, local weapon controller. Actually, I don't need this to be do I need a missile controller if I plan on launching these missiles with ACBs? If I just want to have an ACB or a breadboard or something trigger them on a timer, do I still need a missile controller? Decoys are hard to use if you didn't build for it. You might need multiple large ones just to overwrite your own detection ranges. Okay, so is this like a lost cause, like shouldn't even do it kind of a thing? And it's okay if it is. I know that I've seen some of those Steel Striders do it, and I wanted to know if I could do it. And I've got a little bit of extra space right here. So why not? If I could. But if I can't, I won't worry. Is there a way to see my detection range? I don't need a missile controller? Or I still do need a missile controller, I just will trigger the missile controller with ACB. LWC is not needed, but missile controller is. Gotcha. I got you, Captain. It's in camera modes. Okay. Sonar detection. If I wanted to view the radar detection range, it's 5,000 meters. Oh, actually, it's only 1,100 from the front, or 1,200 from the front. I'm assuming that it's just a missile that's going at me, like active radar for a missile. That's not bad. Okay, what about... And then infrared range is only 400 meters. That's also not bad. These missiles might be fire. These missiles might be fire. Okay, so they don't actually need a thruster. Do I still have to put one? Harpoon cable drone providing 600 meters of extra cabling for harpoon missile. Harpoon and some cabling. Works with the missile winch block to attach onto targets and winch them in. Oh, do I have to have a whole ass fucking block for the winch? I do. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Explain what you just said to me like I'm a fucking, like I'm 7 years old. Desired range is about 50 meters. That still might be too long though. Power used by the winch? None. None skis. Apply. Okay, so we're gonna do harpoon. So, okay. Sticky flare emits heat and attracts IR missiles. Can stick to vehicles and make them prominent targets. Sonar target simulator emits sound that attracts sonar guided torpedoes. Is there anything? Radar target simulator emits radio waves that attract radar guided missiles. Sir, yes sir. That's what a motherfucker like me needs. Max radar simulator signal strength 4,800. Fire. The missile can be detected at this distance by active sensors, sonar and radar. So enemies will be targeting me. Can missiles change target mid-flight? Because if they're already targeting my ship, will they divert for these because of this number right here? Or will they just continue to target my ship since that's what they started targeting first? Keep the thruster. Okay. They don't pick me. They're not pick-me's. I got you. Okay. So supplied by the thing itself. Which, I mean, it still has a 216 detection range, but it still has 3200. I wouldn't think that's all that terrible. Radar target simulator. Booyah. And then we want, yeah, that works. Copy to all matching launch pads. The harpoon's cable length is 30. And then, so if we're counting 30 into this distance, we only want 20. Man, it didn't transfer over with the buck. The buck. Okay. There we go. Okay, so drop my fucking nuts out, man. I don't think that's long enough. I don't think that's long enough. Oh, and they already restocked as well. That's not bad. If your decoy signal is stronger, they'll go for the decoys. Need to exceed the number value shown in your radar sonar signature. Sonar, wait, okay, how do I see my signature? I feel like I'm so lost. This thing's really draggy. Super draggy. How does a fella take a gander at his visible detection range? Is only 1300? Dude, my forward facing detection range is kind of blowing my mind. My radar range is so low because my front signature is so small. Because from the side it's 3200, and then from the back it's also really low at 1300. That's visual range. This thing's kind of gas. Because infrared is even shorter because there's barely any heat. Sonar detection is none. Radar detection is low. See, it's big to the sides. And to the back, it's even small as well. It's pretty gas. Passive radar's only got 750. The camera mode I looked at earlier. So this isn't telling me... This isn't telling me my like number though. That number you were talking about finding, the signature. Because they're showing me heat. Is it a debug mode? The signature was those numbers on the sides? These numbers? I thought that's just telling me the range that they can see me from. I'm sorry, fellas. I'm not tracking on what we're saying here. So is there no way for me to tell how much? So there's no way for me to tell whether or not 4800 radar signature, if all radar target simulators buoys are actives, 250 is the same as vehicle that reports 250 meters. So, okay, so the meter is the range. I got you. Radar detection range in the build view. For reference, that's 10 times by 10 by 10 meters. So 10 by 10 meters, metal wall at 90-degree angle. So yeah. That's fantastic, which means, how long will these live? 40 seconds? Yeah, okay. Let's make these a little bit longer though. Cable length, let's add another 20 meters. There we go. So things should target those. Everything's invincible. Attack me, fella. Shoot at me, twin. Please shoot down low. Please shoot down low and show me that it's working. Fuck. And then the missiles are also gonna... Hey, those went low. But that might have been just a miss. Okay, yeah, those are kind of just straight up fucking me right now. But maybe... yeah, no, there's no maybe. They're just not working. That's okay. I still think I'm gonna keep them. Decoy is missile only. Cram is... Oh, okay. So, what the fuck is that? Oyster catcher? Okay. Get killed, little buddy. What is a vehicle that is like a missile spam in... What is a good missile spam vehicle? What is that little Deepwater Guard? Is it the Scrapper? Banshee from Scarlet Dawn. Am I geeked here, fellas? I am not seeing a Banshee. Select all of them. There's not even a B word in here. Steel Striders. Banshee. Okay. Oh, I fired a missile. Alright, so now are its missiles going to go for my missiles? Oh shit. Oh, they are. Oh, and they're tanking a bunch of them too. Yo! They fucking work! Oh, that's sick! And they won't reload because I don't have any ammo. That's so sick, though. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. We love this. Okay, so we need to add ammo to this. Are we? Oh, okay, you still hitting me. I got you. I got you. What was my detection range for radar? 3,900. Okay, so they'll get things from the side. They'll definitely get things from the front. It is a front sider after all, so I could, since we just saw that them getting hit by a missile does knock them around the ship, we could do the thruster at the bottom. That would mean that stuff coming at me from the side would still hit me, but stuff coming at me from the front would still go for the decoy. Maybe. I mean, like, it's really a maybe on whether or not I need that, because I have the shields. I'm gonna do some little like missile interceptors. I'm gonna do some missile interceptors. I have my own missiles and I have my gun. The decoy, like, I should be pretty well protected. Let's see. Let's do resources, ammo box. And then we'll do the same thing again. Resources, ammo box. That's got us for now. That's got us for now. Okay, I'm liking what we got going on here. The only thing is that these need just an ACB to be fired just all the time. If they're ready to fire, they need to fire. AI or control? ACB. All right, condition. Enemy missiles are, if there are enemy missiles or torpedoes within 2,000 meters of us, then missile actions. We'll select all blocks in range which names contain this search pattern. Launch pad actions. No. How do I just make it fire the missiles? Well, because I'm going to have the little munition warners on it already, so wouldn't those relay back to the ACB? Should I just do a close in? Should I just put a CWIZ controller for those decoy missiles and have them just fire if anything else is? You want to rename the controller and click fire on weapon systems? Okay, I got you. Missile controller. What is it? Shift in? I'm so tapped in. I'm so tapped in. Decoy missile. Was it fire weapons, you said? What was it? Click fire on weapon systems. Am I geeked? Everybody's saying weapon systems. Hold on. Weapon systems. There we go. Okay, fire. I got there eventually, fellas. Okay, if there is a missile within 2,000 meters, fire. Fire. Neato. So now... Yeah, neato. Okay. So this is still invincible, and it has ammo now? Yes. What was that? What was that thing called? The Banshee? Oh, it doesn't know where to aim because it doesn't have any... It doesn't know where to aim. Just because it's retarded. Let's see what these missiles go for. Okay. Oh, they fucking work. Oh, dude, they fucking work. They got in and immediately dove, but the if they're detected is pretty dumb. So fuck. Kill you. There we go. This needs to just be if enemies detected. Condition. Enemy. Should I do if enemies within range? That will just, regardless of what the enemy is, it will drop those decoys. Range, okay. And then we'll still set it at 2,000. 2,000 should be plenty of time, because if it has missiles, they should hit me by 2,000 meters. If an enemy is within 2,000 meters, fire weapons. Fire those. Okay. Have you already restocked? You have. Good deal. Run up that Banshee. Burn that Banshee pack. Why are you not firing, bud? What's your deal? Oh, because you have no detections? Dude, they fucking work. Especially once I have this thing going up and down, and then those little bobs are kind of also bobbing up and down. Dude, they fucking work. Oh, this changes the game. This changes the fucking game, dude. My hovers are about to get so much better. Because I suck ass at actual armor. And so just not getting hit is fire. Yeah, let me... do that. Wireless receiver. Detection. What kind of detection do we want, fellas? What has a fellow like me been needing all his life? Camera? Radar? I like cameras. Cameras are cool. Cameras are cool. Me when cameras are cool? Cameras are cool. Let's do AI. Connector. Receiver. And then put a camera up here. There we go. Now they're oh, what? Shooting well below it. And they just keep trying to aim for it, and that one just keeps dropping, and that one keeps dropping. I've created something awesome. This is fire. Yeah, dude, because once this thing is moving, oh man. And they just keep reloading so fast. What is the reload time on one of these? Couldn't tell ya. They're just that good. Oh, we're about to be able to see. 13 seconds. Yeah, that's pretty gas. That's pretty gas. Okay. Proof of concept. It works. Concept has been proven. We love proof of concept. Okay, we will keep this camera here, but we're going to deco it off because it's ugly as sin. I think I want a tracking camera right here. Fuck. Let's do a connector. Receiver. And then I want a camera gimbal. Ta-da. Oh, dude, this thing just gets cooler and cooler. And I've got vertical thrust. So now we have vertical, we have pitch and roll, and reverse. We need forward and strafing. Assuming that that's enough to hold this thing up. I don't think it will be. Oh, and dude, mass is like right on top of it too. Fuck, dude, this thing makes me so happy. This makes me so happy. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. I'm out of my mystery potion, and I feel like I could keep going, right? I could keep building this, and I could keep drinking mystery potions. But I also won't lie, I probably need to go to bed. I got started a little bit later than I wanted to. I had to go do some things. I had to go. I'm in the mafia, right, on the island, and so we had to go take out this local fish that's been tearing up our or fisherman. Anyway, I was busy. Some of our signal processors aren't radar because they still go straight. Yeah, probably. But I mean, even if it gets some of them, that's still not taking all the damage that they're dealing. So if I'm mitigating some of their missiles from hitting me, and I'm mitigating some of APS rounds from hitting my nose, I would say this is a pretty solid defense package. I still need to add in a missile interceptors. Still need to add in missile interceptors to help take out some of those bigger targets that are hitting me and not hitting the decoys. But honestly, this is pretty solid already. I don't even remember how much signal processors add. It's like 2 to 4 times the amount of something. Goodness gracious. Okay. Yeah, I like down here wouldn't be a bad spot to put my interceptors coming out at. Just because there's not really anything right here other than, you know, I could armor up my vertical thrust, obviously. Let's go ahead and do that before we start. Before I log out, right? Let's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There we go. So now now that's got plenty of armor. Yeah, this wouldn't be a bad spot to put some side mount interceptors. Especially if things are going to hit me from the side, since that's where most of my detection is from. Like my detection range is from there. That wouldn't be bad. And then maybe in the front somewhere. I don't really know where I could put them in the front. Maybe like right here. This wouldn't be a bad spot. Just 2 right here. Just little forward-facing missile pods. Yeah. And I think we need to put more shields on this thing. I like the shields. I like the shields a lot. Let's go ahead and do that. What are my other options for missile deterrence? What are my other options? Is a missile interceptor just the best option to do? Because I mean, if it's just the best missile counter, then I'll do that. But if a really small belt-fed APS with an Omni mantlet lambs, don't I need a pretty big lamb system to take out missiles? Don't I need a pretty big laser system to take out missiles? This thing already cost 84K. I'd ideally like to keep it under 100, but at the same time, cost is just that. It's just cost. So if this thing performs well, then I'm not worried about it. I'm going to go ahead and box in this lower section. So when we do get to the point of deciding what we want to put right here, it's not a big deal. Also had a hankering to play Cyberpunk lately. Am I geeked? Am I geeked for wanting that? Is that something no man should ever want? Am I less than for wanting to play some Cyberpunk? If a fella just wants to rock out, you know? Is he a bad guy for that? Yeah, I'm okay with that. There we go. That's not terrible. Oh, dude, this thing just looks cooler and cooler. It's so cool. I'm so happy with it. It's coming along nicely. It's got a lot of detail to it as well. This is a little flat, but it'll get smoothed out or dug into. Honestly, strafing thrusters wouldn't be a bad idea right here. Where's mass? Yeah, strafing thrusters wouldn't be a bad idea to put right there. Especially if I hid like another small, like a 1x1 right here. Just to kind of help it from like turning itself. Even laser cutters can break missiles, but that's not really feasible. There's also flak APS. Kind of relative, like interceptors. A small lambs would do okay against small and medium missiles. How much do we got left on the bottom of this? Not much. I mean, we could put a... We could put a little lambs node right here. Hello, Bob Trady. I think we're about to wrap stream up. This is the ship so far. Do you like it? I like the way it's coming along. And then I really like the front angle as well. I like all the triangles and diamonds. It's like up, 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 up. I like that little vertical line right there, but then that's another angle. I definitely think we need another what's it called? Shield right here. I'm liking it a lot so far. I'm really liking it. Yeah, I think we're gonna put another shield up here and put a shield down here. Yeah. We've got plenty of space for it as well. Honestly, since it's just on the bottom and we should already be sort of pointing downwards to hit an enemy, we could just spin block from back here. Where is the spin block. And then defense, planar shield. Let's see. There we go. We want that to be 0. We want that to be 45. Yep. Okay. Angle control. 15 degrees. Yeah, that's not terrible. And we're gonna decrease the range on it to like 3 meters on 4 meters, 3.5 meters, 4 meters. Spin block down to say 30 degrees, negative 30. Shield projector, do the height way down to like 7 and the width way up to like, how much are we going to cost? 200? I'd like to ideally keep that below 200. None of my other ones are all that expensive. Negative 20. Let's bring it up some more. Negative 10. And then push the shield projector out a little bit. Yeah, I don't think that's bad. I don't think that's bad at all. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's grab the color off of this one. Yeah, that's not bad. I think what I want to do is move where this shield originates to up a few more blocks. I don't think the shield originates low enough. Oh, where the fuck am I? There we go. Yeah, I don't think the shield originates from high up enough. Let's see. Let's do sub-objects. Tractor beam shields are OP since weight and drag doesn't apply to them. So you mean tractor beam physical object? Is that what you're talking about? Because I would like to do that, but I think I want that more as like a decoration than anything else. I don't want to build it from out here. Here we go. Let's do this. There we go. Let's build this. There we go. That's perfect. -30. That's what I wanted. That's damn near exactly what I wanted, actually. Yeah, make that a little bit more clear and purple. Apply to all, and now we just gotta shape this one. How far are these off? Barely any. Yeah, barely any at all. Okay, so we want this to also be barely any at all. 6.2 meters. That looks good to me. Shit. Yeah, I mean that's right. I mostly just want it to protect that node right there. Everything past that is all deflected downwards already. And it should be kind of tilted a little bit forward, so all of that is going to have an even more aggressive angle. Like this. Something similar to this. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Especially if we consider that I want to add another shield and another shield. But I really don't think it'll be necessary. Stuff on tractor beams are also immune to enemy collisions. Terrain though. Oh, okay, see, because so earlier I was considering, so what I want is I want a rotating ring similar to this halo hoop. Similar to this hoop right here. I want something like this that kind of like orbits the whole thing. So I could put tractor beams on a spin block. Because what I was considering was doing a spin block with light blocks in like a big cross pattern, so that way they could take a little bit of damage before it drops the whole ring. But like light blocks are almost as expensive as heavy armor. So rather than do that, I'd rather just put heavy armor on the thing. The Scarlet Dawn mostly use light blocks because stuff on tractor beams fall off if you go over 100 meters a second. You don't plan to go over that, you work just fine. Okay. I actually don't know how fast I plan to go. It's a front sider, so like speed is not really that necessary. It needs to be able to kind of back up and bob. That's really about it, and maybe do like a little strafe or something. But I don't really think it's not going to be like chasing enemy craft down. It's not built for that. So yeah, tractor beam should work. Yeah, we'll do more stuff on the bottom end and maybe do strafing thrusters next stream, because this went on again, a little too long. So let's make sure we save it so we don't lose all of our work. This is definitely a Venus 100 at this point. Cool. Now do we have it? We do. We do. I'm really happy with the way this thing is turning out. I'm really happy with the way it's turning out. I think I want twin thrusters in the back. I think I want to do like a slope design on both sides and have thrusters at an angle to mimic this. I want basically that in the rear. I want this shape, but in the rear. I think that would look really cool, and it would be really consistent thruster design to have my main roll thrusters get mirrored to this location. Ah, that'd be perfect. Oh, design philosophy and shit. Oh, designing stuff and shit. Designing stuff and shit. Yeah, I'm making that. Sorry to flashbang you. Let me dark mode you. Here you go. Yeah, I'm gonna head out of here. I'm gonna think about how I want to wrap up the back section of that ship. And then you know, I'll see you guys next time. Damn, that looked awful. I need to shave. Once I shave though, that shit gonna cut diamonds. Be safe, have fun, do something you enjoy. I love you all. Goodbye. Bye.